So, on our way to Colorado to do our four-wheeling trip every year, we ended up staying in a little town in Colorado at a little lodge. Actually, the only place we could get to because everybody was filled up. And I woke up and got out there, or in the morning, and there was a guy that was sitting on the stool and said good morning and started talking to him and actually took the time to go over and do a little conversation with him, and he asked him how he was doing and where he came from, and he started talking about UFOs and how him and his wife got abducted. So I thought, you know what, that's pretty interesting, and we were too busy looking at our phones and texting and all that. So I thought, you know what, I got a little bit of time before we get back on the road and go to Colorado, so I'm going to talk to this gentleman. So here's a little interview of a guy. Believe it or not, biggest thing is I think we need to take time to visit our neighbors or visit the people we see, that take time out to do a little conversation. You might be surprised at what people have to say. So anyway, here's the video. All right, so what's your name?
Bobby Manning.
Bobby Manning. And you've lived here about 22 years?
Yeah.
So, and you moved over here and you're staying at the Budget Inn?
Yeah, the Budget Lodge.
And right up here in the beautiful mountains, wrapped around in mountains. So, you're a pretty interesting character. You were telling me about you've seen UFOs.
Yeah.
So, what happened there? You said you got abducted?
Yeah. The only thing I remember about the abduction is laying on a table in a gray standing above me with the big almond-shaped eyes.
Wow.
They were taking my sperm and taking my wife's egg.
Really?
I used to wake up in the morning with bruises on my elbows where they pulled me out of bed at night and puncture marks behind my ears. They were giving me injections.
How many years have you seen the extraterrestrials and the UFOs out here?
That was back in the 70s. I came out here in 2000 because I saw on the History Channel this guy saw a mothership.
Out here?
Yeah. By the time I got out here, he was dead.
The guy that saw it was dead? So what do you think? You think there's a lot of UFOs in this area?
There's more going on here than meets the eye. The government knows all about it. They're in cahoots with them.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Wow.
Eisenhower, Carter, the Hollywood star, Reagan.
Yeah. What about
Reagan was going to a Hollywood party up in Northern California. He was driving up Highway 1 just to this movie star's house in Northern California, and the saucer landed in the field just off Highway 1, and Reagan got out and spent like an hour and a half talking to him.
Really?
When he got to the party up north, he was yapping and yapping and yapping about it, and people thought he had lost his mind.
Wow. So
When Eisenhower was coming back across the Atlantic at the end of World War II, he saw one come right up next to his destroyer. He was submerged. He was standing on deck, and he saw it under the water, and he was scratching his head going, "What the hell is that?" And it took off and flew away.
wow.
Eisenhower, Reagan, and Carter.
So do you still think it goes on now?
It was about 8 weeks ago. I was awake, I was in my bed. I had the TV on, and all of a sudden my door opened, and my girlfriend stuck her head in and said, "Finally," and then closed the door. I got up, I came to the door, I looked out here, there was nothing, nobody out here, but I didn't look up.
And what was up there when you looked up?
They can transform themselves. They look like anything they want to you.
Huh. So, what do you think causes them to want to be here versus anywhere else?
They've been here for thousands and thousands of years. They've been here ever since the creation of man. That's how we got here. From Mars to here.
So you think they're from Mars?
They were on Mars, yeah. The Anunnaki.
So why do you think most people don't see them? Do you think because with all the technology, we have our heads stuck in our phones and never look up anymore? Never take the time to look up and see?
I got a very high IQ. When I was in the Marines, I had a final secret clearance for a top secret access. I was an A6 attack bomber.
Well, thank you for serving.
I was on the nuclear weapons loading team. Our plane, the A6, could carry 3,500-pound bombs. I was lucky. I went in 71. Vietnam was winding down.
Yeah.
I was in Millington, Tennessee for 6 months going to Naval Aviation School. And then I went to Whidbey Island, Washington for security school. Where every day when you go to security school, you had to pick up your box when you came into class, then your books when you went into class. You had to leave your books there. You couldn't take them with you.
Right.
They were all secret about ECM, electronic countermeasures.
Nice. Well, that's you have a very interesting story, and that's we go out and do a lot of mountain climbing. We do a lot of stuff, and just on our travels when we come out. I love to talk to interesting people, so thank you for telling me that stuff.
Boomer. I was born in 1951.
1951.
November 2nd, All Souls Day. I'm a Scorpio.
Scorpio. Well, I hope, is that the whole reason why you're out here, is just for aliens?
Yeah, I came out here after I saw that thing on the History Channel. I was living with my sister in Mount Carroll, Illinois. I saw this thing on the History Channel about this mothership this guy saw. It was cigar-shaped, gigantic, with things flying in and out of it. His daughter was standing out on the back porch of the house. He called him, "Daddy, what's this?" And he came out, and he had brought his VCR out and took pictures of it.
Yeah.
They had pictures of it on the History Channel. I saw that, and I said, I got to go out there and meet this guy. By the time I got out here, he was dead.
Wow. Yeah, I think I'm neutral on it. I don't know, but obviously, if I saw something like that, my first guess would be military. But that's
the military's in cahoots with them. The military knows all about it.
Yeah. So I don't know, but thanks for telling me.
The first Secretary of Defense, James Forrestal.
Yeah.
Was at the alien autopsy from the saucer that crashed in Roswell, New Mexico.
Right.
In the 40s. He was at the Indian autopsy. James Forrestal, the first Secretary of Defense.
So you don't believe that was a high altitude balloon there?
No.
I'm sure
No.
not. So you do believe that they
the secret government. He was at Bethesda Naval Hospital.
Right.
He had like a nervous breakdown.
That's what they said. And they said is that the one that committed suicide supposedly out the 16-story window?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But his brother got there and there were scuff marks on the floor.
Right.
And it looked like he had been pushed out the window.
Yeah, there's definitely, it definitely makes you question what all goes on. That's for sure. I'll agree 100% with that. Now, have I ever seen anything? No. But there is some remarkable coincidences that happen. Actually, on that story that you're talking about, actually, I think, if I believe correctly, there was 3 or 4 of them that was involved in that.
Yeah.
2 of them actually died in hit-and-run accidents, which I find, what's the chances of that ever happening?
Yeah.
That's a million, I don't even know how many millions to one, that 2 guys that were both investigating, both of them happened to get hit and run, so they didn't find anybody who ran over them, which and that's just in layman's. It's no doubt.
Yeah, me too.
No doubt about it. But anyway, I'm going to get out of here, and thanks for talking to me. Nice to meet you.
Bro. We're all in this together. Hang in there.
All right, thank you.